Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship Celebration. I'm Lisa Birmingham, Regional Vice President of External and Government Affairs for Comcast Keystone Region. And today is always a very special day for us. We are thrilled to salute the accomplishments of Pennsylvania's best and brightest students. That's you. And this is the 17th year that Comcast has honored Pennsylvania's future leaders, and including this particular class of 2017, we have recognized the leadership, scholarship, and community service of more than 2,600 Pennsylvania students, providing assistance to the tune of $2.6 million. So thank you, Comcast. And besides celebrating your achievements, we have some special guests with us here today who will provide some remarks. I think you guys will probably be going through that in the next couple of months, right? A lot of remarks from a lot of important people, and we're going to add to that list. So we have Harrisburg Mayor Eric Papenfuss, my colleague Stephanie Costa, Regional Vice President, Government and Regulatory Affairs for Comcast Freedom Region, based near Philadelphia, and Pedro Rivera, Secretary of Education for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, who we will hear from shortly. I also wanted to note that we're in a remarkable place, the State Museum of Pennsylvania. It's a unique storehouse of Pennsylvania history and lore, and we are fortunate to be able to host this event in this one-of-a-kind location in the Commonwealth. So many, many thanks to the museum staff who made this possible and who went above and beyond to make today a special day for all of us. So we are in Pennsylvania's capital city, where the attention is often focused on state government. With our next speaker, we want to focus on local leadership, because that's where good public policy and community engagement often starts. Our next speaker is known for his hard work, leadership and determination, as well as a unique commitment to getting the job done. He also knows that leadership is not just a matter of top-down management. In cities and neighborhoods that have challenges, both social and fiscal, it's vital to work from the ground up and nurture the spirit of involvement that helps build families and puts our kids on the right track. And Mayor Papenfuss has been doing that for years. So it's truly an honor for me to present to you Mayor Eric Papenfuss, Mayor of Harrisburg.
Okay, thank you, Lisa, and hello everybody. Welcome to Harrisburg. Glad you are here. I want to thank everyone for inviting me again to speak, to celebrate the Leaders and Achievers Awards, and honor our young people who clearly will do great things in the years ahead. It is always a pleasure for me to join you. I look forward to this every year, and I salute Comcast for their sponsorship of this very, very important event. Today, I wanted to take a minute to speak to you all about leadership. Since you are all being honored as leaders who have already achieved so much in your young lives. Now, Merriam-Webster defines leadership as the power or ability to lead other people, and the Oxford Dictionary says leadership is simply the action of leading a group of people or an organization. These definitions assume that a leader has the personality or power to get people to follow him or her, but none of these definitions says anything about honor or character, commitment, or courage. And none of these definitions describes whether a leader helps or hurts the people being led. And none of these definitions addresses whether leadership is good or bad. According to these definitions, a leader is just someone who can get people to follow. Now, each of you have been able to do just that as leaders among students at your schools, as leaders in sports or in music or in arts, or as leaders among your family and your friends. So you clearly are getting people to follow you. But the question I'd like to ask you to consider today is, what kind of a leader are you? Now, we all know people who are considered leaders, but who are leading people in the wrong direction. Leaders are confident. They are so sure about their path or their cause that many people will follow them. Some leaders are not only confident, but they are also charismatic. They have outgoing, engaging personalities. People want to be around them, and they are good at inspiring people to act. But we all know there are good leaders and there are bad leaders, and both have power, and both can galvanize people into action. So the question is, what kind of a leader do you want to be? Do you want to be a leader who brings chaos and discord to those who follow you? Or do you want to use your leadership power to make things better? Now, I'm sure you know there are leaders who are all pulling many of your friends onto the wrong path. They're leading them into drugs, perhaps, or into crime, and eventually into the misery of a life behind bars. You know people who are leaders, but they are telling young people that they don't have to study, they don't have to work hard, and they don't have to be honest or trustworthy on the path to success. These leaders surely have the power to persuade and to win followers, but their power is clearly misused and will hurt those who unfortunately decide to follow them. So I'd like to inspire you not only to be leaders, but to focus on becoming good leaders, the kind of leaders that will be known as ethical, honest, and honorable. Now, this kind of leadership focuses on making things better. It's the kind of leadership that is dedicated to improving your schools and communities, encouraging people to reach their dreams through hard work and discipline, and that brings out the best and not the worst in those who follow. If you want to be a good leader who attracts quality people, become a person of quality yourself. And here are some ideas on how to develop the traits of an ethical, honest leader. I'd like to briefly share some tips with you in the hopes that it will help you develop your good leadership skills. Leaders should first be strong, but that doesn't mean being impolite or rude. A leader must have strong opinions and self-confidence, but leaders should also learn to express themselves with civility and with respect for those who may have different opinions and perspectives. Leaders should also learn to be kind, but that doesn't mean being weak or a pushover. Good leaders learn to be both gracious and strong. Leaders should be bold, but not bullies. No one wants to follow someone who is mean-spirited or abusive. People will run from you rather than rush to you to join your cause. Leaders should be humble, but not timid. Leaders can only succeed if they have capable followers who are vital to their success. Good leaders acknowledge those who have helped them succeed, and they do not back down when faced with opposition or obstacles to their success. Leaders should be proud, but not arrogant. Good leaders are successful, and they have every reason to be proud of their success and the success of their supporters, but good leaders are also aware that they must treat people with respect and appreciation or risk losing their supporters and their followers. And leaders should have a sense of humor, but not be foolish. Everyone likes someone who's upbeat and positive, and humor can relieve tension and build bonds of friendship and trust. But few people follow clowns who are always playing practical jokes or guffawing at foolishness. Good leadership knows when to have fun and when to be seriousness. Finally, leaders should deal in facts and reality, in truth, and not in make-believe. Dreams can inspire us to greater heights, but to succeed and lead others to success, we need to face the daily realities of life, getting to class on time, doing homework, studying for tests. It's just a fact of life. You have to work hard to achieve great things. Being mayor is not just sitting in a nice office. It means working long hours, attending lots of meetings, and having to deal with people who at times can be difficult and demanding. I've sought not only to be a leader, but a good leader. And I've sought not only to achieve, but to achieve great things to make life easier for the people of my city. The traits that I listed are what I believe are essential to cultivating good leadership. This is the style of leadership I try to bring to my job as mayor of one of the greatest cities of our country. You are learning that leadership is powerful, but it can be used to help people or to hurt them. And I urge you to take time to think about the kind of leader you are and the kind of leader you want to be. Are you committed to serving others and working to improve your communities? Are you honest and respectful to people around you, both at home and at school? Do you inspire your friends to work hard and to do their best? And finally, do you understand that good leaders are not dictators or bullies, but they consider themselves part of a team where each and every person is vital and valued? So good luck to you as you continue leading and achieving. I know each of you will seek not only to lead, but to lead well, with honor, character, and commitment. Thank you again for inviting me to join you for the 2017 Leaders and Achievers Awards. And again, enjoy your time in the beautiful city of Harrisburg. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. What a good leader. Appreciate it. Our next speaker, our keynote speaker, also knows a thing or two about leadership and achievement in the field of education. Pedro Rivera joined Governor Tom Wolf's administration as Secretary of Education in 2015 after serving as superintendent of the School District of Lancaster from 2008 through 2015. In September 2014, he was honored by the White House as a champion of change for his efforts to transform urban education. He was one of 10 recipients nationwide to receive this prestigious honor. Secretary Rivera brings extensive experience in public education to his role as a member of Governor Wolf's cabinet and has spent his entire career helping students. Prior to serving as superintendent of the School District of Lancaster, he served as a classroom teacher, a staff member with the Philadelphia Federation of Teachers, assistant principal, and executive director of the School District of Philadelphia. Mr. Rivera is a first-generation college graduate and earned a Bachelor of Science degree from the Pennsylvania State University, a master's degree in education administration from Cheyney University, and his superintendent's letter of eligibility from Arcadia University. Please join me in welcoming Secretary Pedro Rivera.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's late in the day. I know it's a little dark in this room. We can do a better job than that. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon, good afternoon. So it's always an interesting bio for me to hear. First, for anyone that doesn't know anything about the track of education, starting as a teacher, moving into administration, the first thing you might think to yourself is, that guy can't keep a job. There's a lot of jobs in between there. But I wanted to take a moment today and just first take in this moment and congratulate you as an educator. It's always heartening and reinvigorating to just kind of see students that have accomplished as much as you have today, to really see the families that support them on a day-to-day basis. But it's more importantly to celebrate all that is good about education. And I also want to give a quick thank you to Comcast for allowing us to do so. Because far too often we hear all these stories and we hear the narrative about education, and we tend to forget one really important fact, and that is education is about students. It's about teaching and learning. It's about taking students where they are and ensuring that they're better the day they leave us. And you all are a perfect example as to what can happen when that mission, that vision, that core value of education is accomplished. So many of you may be sitting here today and after hearing a bit about your accomplishments, thinking that you were just doing what you knew to be the right thing. You were thinking, why am I being recognized for just providing service to my community, to my friends, to those around me? However, I'm here to share with you that it takes special dedication to do what you all have done. The late nights you spend studying, the weekends spent giving back, All of your hard work and the hours put in were not done in vain. Your schools and communities have benefited from your efforts. Though we're here to celebrate you today, it's important to understand that everyone and everything around you has benefited because of your effort. You stand as a model to your fellow classmates, your families, your neighborhoods, and your friends. It's a quote that I like to share in the Department of Ed, which I wanted to take a moment to share with you, by John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. And I look around this room and I see myself surrounded by leaders. I see future CEOs, budding entrepreneurs, community activists, lawyers, doctors, educators, and maybe even one day one of you will be the Secretary of Education. One day. I'm still having lots of fun in my position. But I do like to share that this seat is just being kept warm for you. Those of you who are going to prove leadership and opportunity and a focus on serving communities through your career in education. So no matter what your path in life and career you take on, you're well equipped to deal with any challenges or obstacles that may come your way. However, I encourage you to continue to learn, continue to grow, and to challenge yourself. For today you celebrate, but tomorrow you continue to grow. You have to set expectations for greatness, and not only continue to encourage yourself, but encourage others around you to reach that bar. It's important to lift yourself while lifting others. It's the only way we can improve our communities around us. So while I'm here to thank you all for your effort, your commitment and dedication, I also have to extend a warm thank you to Comcast for providing some great scholarships and opportunities to showcase you and celebrate your successes. Over the course of the foundation, over $200 million of scholarships have been given to students just like you, and I look forward to celebrating many, many, many more. Actually, that's my opportunity to put Comcast on the spot. Why don't we say many, 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 many more? So I think at this moment it's really appropriate for us to celebrate the students who we're going to be recognizing today. So if you do me the honor and please stand. Students, please stand if you're a scholarship recipient. Give them a round of applause. Students, stay standing. Because it is now your turn to thank those that have supported you through this, not only through the scholarship, but future graduation and your endeavors that you're going to embark on in the near future. Let's give our parents, family, and support systems a big round of applause, please. I know you're nice and embarrassed now. We can sit down. And I want to leave you with this. Right back where I first started. Students, you represent today the best education has to offer. You represent exactly what teachers like me hope to accomplish when we step in our classrooms each and every day. What leaders like me hope our teachers will embark on each and every day. What parents like me hope our children will aspire to be through their educational career. So you have a responsibility ahead of you. And that's to remember you not only represent yourself, but you represent the best of this Commonwealth, the best of Pennsylvania, the best of education. And for that, I thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Secretary Rivera, for those inspiring words. In addition to our speakers here today, I would also like to thank my fellow Comcasters who not only organize this event, but model the way every day. They too, as Mayor Pappenfuss instructed us, are good leaders. So I would personally, and I know Stephanie would too, like to give a round of applause to our teams, particularly Bob Smith and Jody Doherty, who lead the community investment programs in our regions. So now I'd like to turn things over to my colleague and partner in crime, Stephanie Costa. Stephanie is Vice President of Government and Regulatory Affairs for Comcast Freedom Region. She joined Comcast a couple months ago, September of 2016, and oversees local government relations and community investment in New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, and Northern Delaware. Prior to joining Comcast, Stephanie was a partner at the law firm of Duane Morris, and before that, Wolf Block. She earned a bachelor's degree in English at Temple University and a JD at Georgetown University Law Center. Stephanie?
Hello, this is rather a big podium. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you to recognize all these outstanding leaders and achievers. It's very exciting. I got around to maybe about 80% of you before the program started. I hope to meet all the rest of you after the program ends, but we are so proud of you. The Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship Program is one of our signature community investment initiatives. It aligns with our two core focus areas, promoting community service and building tomorrow's future leaders. Comcast Leaders and Achievers awards $1,000 scholarships to high school seniors who have demonstrated leadership skills, academic achievement, and a commitment to community service. You have all participated in worthwhile endeavors ranging from mentoring younger students to volunteering in schools and churches to organizing food drives. We commend you for all of that and everything else you do. Since the 2001-2002 school year, Comcast has awarded $25 million in scholarships to nearly 25,000 students. The program aims to serve a diverse population of students, and 52% of current scholarship recipients are from diverse backgrounds. This year, Comcast is recognizing 178 young people from across Pennsylvania with Leaders and Achievers scholarships for a total of $188,000 in scholarship awards. In addition to the $1,000 grants, 5 of you will go home with new laptop computers for you to bring to college. So, nice little surprise there. Later in the program, we're going to turn one of the $1,000 scholarships that were received today into a $10,000 Comcast Founder Scholarship in honor of our company founder, Ralph Roberts. Lisa will be back in a little bit to tell you more about that. For the students who have been awarded a Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship, let me say congratulations. We created this event to honor you and celebrate all of your accomplishments, and we hope that you and your guests find today memorable. One of the reasons that I love working for Comcast is our commitment to the communities in which we live and work. We focus that commitment in a number of areas, including enhancing digital literacy, developing the next generation of leaders, and encouraging community service. We believe that community service is a critical element of leadership. Through the Leaders and Achievers Scholarship Program, we recognize graduating seniors who excel in the classroom, but who also give back to their communities. After all, today's teenagers volunteering in their communities could include tomorrow's corporate CEOs, 4-star general, or since you were invited by the secretary to take over his job, the next Secretary of Education for this great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Comcast realized that strong students and strong leaders are an essential part of Pennsylvania's future. It is a privilege to honor you today, and we look forward to watching you accomplish even more in college and beyond. We look forward to your applications to come work at Comcast very soon also. We are also honored to have another group of very special individuals here with us today. They have made many sacrifices over the last 18 years. They have driven endless miles to practices. They have gotten up early to take you to early morning SAT prep classes and sports and spent countless hours cheering you on at games, recitals, and competition. Those are your parents and your guardians. Today is a celebration of everything they have contributed to get you where you are. And I know the secretary was so gracious in already thanking you, but Comcast would love to add their thanks too. So to you, the parents and guardians, thank you so much. And now we will get to the part you're all waiting for. We'll announce the recipients by county and call you up here by county.